Hey, welcome back. Today we're digging into Claude Opus 5, Anthropic's new release that's shaking up how teams think about AI costs. Same price as Opus 4.8, but way stronger performance, plus a new effort dial for balancing speed, intelligence, and token spend. We'll break down why raw benchmark wins don't matter as much as validation costs, and what that means for how you should actually be routing your AI workloads. Let's get into it. When you buy a new tool for your business, like, say, a printer, the economics are just, they're pretty simple. You pay the sticker price, plug it in, and it prints.
Right, yeah. A nice, predictable transaction.
Exactly. But stepping into AI completely flips that reality for you.
Exactly.
Suddenly, the sticker price is just a tiny fraction of the overall cost because you're bleeding time, tokens, and energy fixing all its mistakes.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why for today's deep dive, we are looking at Anthropic's quiet launch of Claude Opus 5.
Yeah, and if you're a solo creator or a small business owner, we aren't going to bore you with benchmark hype today. This is strictly about your bottom line. We want to see how this new model fundamentally reshapes production AI economics.
Because it really attacks that massive hidden cost of, babysitting your AI. We should just get right into how Anthropic is pricing intelligence right now.
Let's do it, because they are offering near frontier performance at what looks like a massive discount.
Yeah, the pricing structure here is wild. So Opus 5 costs 5 per $1 million input tokens and 25 per $1 million output tokens.
Wait, isn't that the exact same price as the previous model, like Opus 4.8?
It is, yeah, but it's roughly twice as good, hitting like 43.3% on agentic coding benchmarks. Plus, it operates at half the price of their flagship Fable 5 model.
That's huge, but the real secret weapon isn't just the price drop, right? It's this new effort dial.
Right, the effort dial. So you can set it to low, medium, or high. It basically controls how much the AI, overthinks a problem before giving you the answer.
So you can literally turn down the dial to stop runaway token bills.
Exactly. When you set it to low, you limit those internal self-correction steps. You still get about 86% of the maximum performance, but it slashes the cost in half.
That makes total sense. It's like hiring a contractor.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't pay a master architect's premium rate just to draft a basic wooden shed,
Yeah, exactly. You scale the brainpower to the task.
But let me push back a little here. Do cheaper tokens actually save a solo business money if the output is garbage? Like, if I have to spend my entire morning reviewing and correcting the AI's cheap code, I'm losing money anyway.
Well, that right there is the core issue. Your human review budget is really the biggest hidden bottleneck in AI deployment.
Right, the human validation time.
Yeah, and Opus 5's true value isn't just the token price. It's how it's designed to shrink that validation time by actually building its own testing scaffolding.
Wait, really? How does it actually do that in practice?
Well, okay, in one test, they asked it to parse a complex market data feed, but they deliberately didn't give it a live feed to verify against.
Okay, so it was flying totally blind.
Exactly. And instead of just guessing, Opus 5 autonomously built its own test harness. It literally wrote a dummy data generator to prove to itself that its parsing logic was flawless before showing the human.
Oh, wow. So it just built a fake environment to test its own work.
Yeah. Or look at a 3D CAD modeling challenge they gave it. It had to reconstruct a 3D part from raw pixels, but it couldn't natively, see the image.
So what did it do?
It just wrote its own computer vision pipeline from scratch to extract the geometry from the pixels. It builds whatever tools it needs to check its own math.
That is wild.
But
this completely shifts the bottleneck from the AI's raw capability to the human's trust in the AI.
Totally.
But realistically, if we give it a vague task and let it run overnight, won't that self-checking just fray? Won't it just spin its wheels building useless tests?
Yeah, that is the real danger. If the task is too vague, it will definitely overcomplicate things and burn through your token limits.
Yeah.
Because we can trust it to self-verify, we have to put it in a very strict box.
So how do we actually orchestrate this in our daily workflows without bankrupting ourselves?
You really need a planner and executor workflow. So you start with a cheaper model, maybe Opus 4.8, to do the messy research and write a product requirements document.
A PRD, right. So you hand those strict constraints over to Opus 5 to execute the code.
Exactly. Give the genius a lockdown blueprint so it doesn't wander off.
And you can centralize all this context using Claude Projects, right?
Oh, definitely. You upload persistent files, like your pricing spreadsheets, survey data, brand notes. That way, you don't waste tokens repeating yourself.
Right. And I read that you can actually feed your past Claude session transcripts right into Opus 5.
Yes, that is my favorite part. It can audit your workflows and recommend new automations you haven't even thought of.
I just love that concept, AI auditing AI.
Uh-huh.
It's like hiring a ruthless efficiency expert to just watch over your shoulder.
It is. And for you, a one-person business, Opus 5 changes the calculus entirely. You're moving from buying raw text generation to orchestrating efficient self-checking systems.
Totally. But here's a thought to leave you with until our next deep dive. If AI can now reliably build its own test harnesses and audit its own code, well, what happens when it reviews your workflow, decides your original business idea is fundamentally flawed, and autonomously pivots your product while you sleep?
Yeah, that predictable sticker price turns into a machine with a mind of its own.
Exactly. Something to mull over until next time.